Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Officer 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar, and I'm with you with the area of accounting and financial management for bankers, that is AFM. Everybody, I hope you remember your JAIIB registration is starting soon, so register yourself as early as possible. Okay, today we are going on, with the next level of questions, right? So we have started with the series, which is a mix of multiple questions. So here comes the first question, everyone. Which depreciation method allocates an equal amount of depreciation expense each year of an asset's useful life? SLM, double declining, units of production, or sum of years digit? Okay, before we proceed further, everyone, first of all, please share this session among your peers and don't forget to like this session. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then please do the same as early as possible. Okay, now let's begin with the session. Okay. In this area, we're talking about SLM method, na? So under SLM method, we have only one specific amount. It doesn't change in any specific year at all. In double declining, the depreciation is doubled because we might be using it more. Units of production talks about the production process. It talks about the number of units that would be produced, would be utilized in this area, right? And the last one would be the point there as sum of years digit method. This is also not equal amount. This is always declining. Then SLM is the answer. Under SLM, you have the same amount every single year, everyone. It doesn't change at all. Right? Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Which depreciation method is often used for assets such as vehicles or machinery where wear and tear of the assets are directly related to the usage? SLM, double declining, units of production, or sum of year digit method? Everyone, this question relates to the usage. Right? In the previous question, it talked about the same amount being used, same amount charged as a depreciation every single year unfailingly. Right? So what's the answer according to you? When we talk about the answer to this question, we're talking about usage. It is units of production method. The more you produce, the higher will be your depreciation, because this is based upon units of production. The answer is C, everyone. Done? Which of the following is true regarding the authorized share capital, everyone? It represents the total number of shares issued by the company. It represents the maximum number of shares of a company is legally allowed to issue. It represents the total market value of all outstanding shares, or it represents the portion of share capital owned by institutional investors. Acha, do you know what exactly is authorized share capital? The other names of authorized share capital is authorized basically simply means the one which we have taken permission for. Okay, that is the term authorized means. So in this case, they simply mean authorized is basically that part which is basically we have taken permission from ROC to raise this much amount of money. That is why we call it authorized. Okay. So the other name of authorized is the registered capital, also called as the nominal capital. This is the minimum capital that we are trying to raise. Okay, this is the maximum, this is the maximum that we are allowed to raise in an organization. Right? So in this area, they have talked about the portion of authorized share capital. It represents which is basically the maximum we can raise. Okay, this is the maximum number of the shares a company is legally allowed to issue. Now the next question arises, can we increase it further? Indeed, we can increase it further, but the rule is that you have to apply for changes in your memorandum of association, that is your internal books. You have to allow that you can change it. That is under a capital clause. Okay? You can change the particular amount further and you can increase it accordingly. What is the par value of the share, everyone? Is it the market value, maximum value, minimum value, or the nominal value? According to you, what is the amount? When we talk about the par value, this is the book value. This is what we allow as the books of accounts says. The nominal value assigned to a share by the company at the time of issuance is called nominal value. Okay? The par value of the share is the nominal value assigned to the share by the company at the time of its issuance. Okay. That was an old slide. Chali. Which of the following will be treated as a drawings, everyone? What do you mean by drawings first? Let's talk about that first. Huh? What do you mean by the term drawings? What do you mean by the term drawings, everyone? If I take the money out of my business, but that too for my personal reasons, not for the business purpose, that is considered as drawings. And this particular concept arises because of going concern concept. Going concern concept says that going concern nahi, this is based upon business entity concept. Business entity concept says that the business and the businessman are not the same. Okay? They are two different organizations. Okay? So when we say they're two different organizations, this simply means that if we are treating it as a two different organization system, then the capital that I'm introducing is my money which I've given to the company. And if that money is taken out because of any specific reason from the business, then it's a drawing. That is the personal expense, that the personal withdrawal of money for the person's use, the proprietor's use or his family use, or even he can take up anything. मतलब ऐसा भी हो सकता है, he can take the goods from the organization instead of cash. This is also possible, right? Done, everyone? So in this case, according to you, what is the answer? Withdrawing money for payment of salary to employees, this is regular business. Withdrawing money for payment of creditors, regular. Withdrawing money for business for private expenses. Private expenses is the answer, everyone. The answer is withdrawing money from business for private expenses. The answer is actually C. Done, everyone? Next question. Consider the single entry system of bookkeeping. Which of the following statement is true regarding the limitations and characteristics? But this topic of incomplete record, the single entry system is also known as the accounts of incomplete records. Why do we say this? Because this basically records only one part, one aspect. It doesn't record the complete portion. That's why it's called accounting of incomplete records or single entry system of bookkeeping. So, in this case, what's the correct answer according to you? In this case, the correct answer should be what? When we talk about single entry, the scientific system used by large business houses, no. It records both aspects of every transaction comprehensively. Under the system, only personal accounts are maintained, leading to incomplete and unsystematic records, or single entry system is suitable for detailed profit and loss. Detailed profit and loss is also wrong. It records both is also wrong. So these are all to be eliminated. There is only one correct answer, that is C. Under the system, only the personal accounts are maintained, leading to incomplete and unsystematic records. Done? Here comes the next question, everyone. This question talks about the area of financial statements serve as the principal source of information about the economic activities of the enterprise. They do. And users with limited authority, ability, or resources rely on financial statements for economic decision making. Both assertion and reasoning are true. Reasoning is correct explanation. Both are false. Both are true, but reasoning is false. Or both are true. No. Assertion is true, reasoning is false, and assertion is false, but the reasoning is true. See, without these financial information, can we find out what's exactly happening in the organization? To be very honest, everyone, just think about it. You really need to know what exactly the books are. You really need to know what exactly is specified in our books. Till that particular thing is not given, how can we find out? Right? First of all, we should be absolutely clear about what exactly the financial statements of the organizations look like. And mind it should be realistic. Why should it be realistic? Because if it is unrealistic in nature, then it is unrealizable as well. है ना? If the books are unreliable, then that is not good for us. Because unrealistic and unreliable books will not be considered, and the particular person who is interested in invest in our organization will be reluctant. Isn't it? So in this case, when we talk about financial statements serve as the principal source, and users with unlimited authority, ability, or with limited authority rely on these statements. Both are true, and this is even true in terms of the reasoning. Financial statements are basically the mirror image of the organization in a simpler manner. है ना? Correct? This is what it does. So here comes the next question. The balance sheet helps in ascertaining the financial position of the business, including the availability of cash, assets, and liabilities. A balance sheet is comparable to a doctor feeling a person's pulse to determine their health. Okay, basically na, the balance sheet shows the true nature of the organization's position. Matlab, what exactly is the position of the organization, how many debts do they possess, how many loans they have, and how many loans have been paid off as well. Right? We need to know what is the particular amount that they owe to someone else, or how much amount they are paying to someone else. है ना? This is important for us. So when we talk about this specific area, balance sheet shows the true nature. Indeed it does. The reason it can show the true nature, because it shows the net worth of the organization. है ना? Once you show the true nature of an organization, then the entire game changes. because you can decide whether you want to invest in that organization. Is it really worthy of that particular to have that specific amount of money or not, है ना? So financial statements will determine your financial health. So this is actually true and it is the correct explanation of A as well, है ना? Done. Next question. In context of the dual aspect concept of double entry bookkeeping, why is it considered a specific scientific approach in accounting? Everybody? What do you mean by dual aspect? Dual aspect concept is basically debit is equal to credit. Everything has a debit and the credit side. है ना? Done? Okay. Now, it emphasizes ignoring one aspect of every transaction. The system records only the giving aspect of transactions. The dual aspect ensures, analysis ensures that every transaction has two aspects and it is both recorded. Matlab, either you don't be like I'll record either one side or the other side. You will have to record both sides. And the system focuses on personal accounts exclusively. Nahi. The dual aspect analysis talks about the duality. Matlab debit and credit, both aspects are recorded of everything. है ना? So in this case, what's going to be the answer? The C is answer because we talk about dual aspect. And this is also very interesting. What do you mean by convention of conservatism? First of all, convention matlab whatever practices that are being followed in the market. They're called conventions. Then the second point says the convention of conservatism. Conservatism means what? Net assets and incomes are likely to be understated rather than overstated. What does this imply? It encourages overstatement of assets. It promotes understatement. The convention prioritizes overstatement for a better presentation, or it favors cautious approach, understating and net assets and income. See, the point is if you go to the deep meaning of something, why do we look forward towards conservatism? We say that people are conservative. In the normal English, even we say na that these people are conservative because those people are just reserving or preserving their memories or people or whatever they want to, you know, or the religion even. Conservatism seriously says that to protect the organization. You be ready that yes, if you can have a profit at one point of time, you can face losses at the other as well. We have to be very much open about this fact that organization can have a loss and can also have a profit. है ना? Everyone? So what does this mean? Then when we talk about the conservatism, in this case we anticipate the losses but not profits. In this we anticipate losses but not profits. So in this case, what's going to be the answer? Anticipate the losses but not profits. So that means it's a cautious approach, isn't it? You're being very extremely cautious that whatever will happen, we need to be very clear and open about it, right? So in this case, the right answer is D, everyone. Acha, before I end my session, let's review our course there. Go to our website, that is www.adda247.com, and go on to the specific area. Go on to the area of JIIB and CAIIB. Go on to the area of JIIB May 2024. You can find our Mahapack here. Acha everyone, from 6th of March we are starting with our Manzil and AIM batch. So please go ahead and even the JEET batch is also starting from the same date. So I think let's look forward towards the English medium first. When we talk about our batch, we are starting our batch on 6th of March. It is for 4999.75 if you are using the code MAR75. Okay, use the code Y541 everyone. As soon as you apply the specific code, you will get it for 4599.77. Why to waste your time and energy if you have all things compiled for you already? Go for this batch starting from 6th. You will get all the classes, videos, class recordings. See, live classes would be given here, whatever classes would be there. Along with this, the test series is already defined. These are all the test series of individual chapters, and as well as ebooks of each and every subject is also available for you. So kindly check it out on our website and our app for further details. Don't forget to use the code Y541 everyone. Thank you so much. We'll be meeting in the next class. Just remember the code Y541 and get 78% discount. Thank you.